told us about how apprenticeships work. If you missed that interview, let me play some excerpts for you. So talk to me about how apprenticeship works.
Okay, this came apprenticeship. It started shortly immediately after the war, when a lot of Igbos lost, the means of livelihood.
Right.
So people, this is like a seed investment, and Igba boy or apprenticeship is you taking someone, you are from Anambra, but you take someone from Enugu to come serve you in your line of business. He doesn't offer you any money to learn what you have to offer him. And at the end of the apprenticeship year, you get to settle him with a certain amount of money. And, the Igbo boy has actually been that way. Igbo people created wealth. And I think is a model being copied across other ethnic groups in the country, and I think beyond the shores of Nigeria. Because, yes, Igbo boy, you see a young man in the village doing nothing, and you find out in a couple of 6 years, after he's taken by his master to come serve him, he is the one coming to his same village to take another young boy to come serve him. And maybe in a couple of years again, he settles that same boy, and that same boy goes to another village to pick a boy to come serve him. So that way, the wealth is being created and is spread around in that line of business. Yes. And this happens, there is no particular formula for it.
Okay.
Yes, your mentor or your master can have this agreement with your people. You are serving him for 5 years or you're serving him for 6 years. As the case may be, yes, he decides how long you are going to serve him.
Is there any agreement or any like...
No, there's no collateral. There's no agreement.
I see.
Sometimes it's verbal.
Oh, so how are the boys protected? I mean, are there ways to make sure that a businessman doesn't cheat his apprentice after years of service?
Okay, it's both ways. We've had cases where the master cheats the boy or the boy cheats the master. It goes both ways.
I see.
Okay, you can't actually certify a human being to be 100% perfect. Now, bring it out here. You'll find out that most of these boys, while serving their boss, also steals from their boss. So maybe along the line, the boss finds out and, okay, I can't bear this. I took you out from wherever you are and decided to make you somebody, and you're stealing from me. He might decide to, okay, go your way.
What you have stolen is your settlement.
Yes. What you have with you is what you've settled yourself with. So find your way. I'm done with you. So, and also you can find certain bosses that are, that naturally brutal or wicked. At the end of the service year, they can also, level some allegations that are unfound to their boys, and that's the way to just lay them off without anything. So it goes both ways. We've seen certain cases like that.
So this is just a situation of good faith. Let's just have faith that we'll both do right by each other.
Yes, the advantages of going through the rudiment or the Igbo boy or of learning a trade or learning a business is you get well rooted in the tricks of making the money. Now, when you approach an average importer in the market and you're talking to him, the next thing you tell you is, "What you hand me?" Like there's nothing going on. But in a couple of days or 5 days, you see him, he's buying a land somewhere and he's starting a building. How do you do that? How is that? That's not magic. He's not performing any ritual. So there are tricks as to the way he makes this money. Now, if you don't get through those tutelage and if you don't learn them, even if you come into the market with a huge sum from somewhere, the money will vanish. It's not magic. It just filter away from you. It will just, how it happens, you wouldn't know. Because you don't know how they buy. You don't know how they sell. You don't know the tricks they involve to make those little profits that add up to that profit. So without all this, these are the advantages of you learning the business and, bending down to understand how it works. So the disadvantages of this is not enormous. The only thing is this is you moving out of your comfort zone. You don't enjoy all those luxuries you used to enjoy. There's just the disadvantage of this Eba boy system and the business and learning a business. But hence the advantages of learning and then get into the business proper is far more enormous than the disadvantage.
So that's the system in a nutshell. And I want to know what you think about it, Lagos. What do you think about the apprenticeship system? What does it get right and what does it get wrong? Have you had any experience with the apprenticeship system, either as an apprentice or as an employer of an apprentice? Or have you seen it in action up close? What do you think about it? 0700-993-993-993. That's for men. For women, 01-465-7190. 01-465-7190. You can also share your thoughts via WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. 080-959-75805. We've got Frank in our jaw calling. Hello, Frank.
Auntie Sandra.
Good to have you on the show. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. But I'm not happy you didn't pick our call last segment.
Sorry. Next week I'll pick it.
Try to pick our call, yeah?
Okay.
For these apprentices from the organ now, I like your guest now. This particular one now, I like him.
Okay.
He hit the nail at the head.
Okay.
And exactly what he told you is exactly how it is. Because if you base on this of one boy, they have their own goods, they have their own advantages. Likewise, the organ. Like this, our Laba International area here now. If you come to this area now, you see some two-story building, a story building owned by one boy.
Okay.
It's not one, it's not two in this place. One boy that is still serving the organ. Some of them are setting their brothers abroad. Some of them have shops. Some of them have built houses in the village. I'm telling you what I know. It's not what somebody told me. Yes. So that was why I told you that once that the organ catches you doing this, it's okay. Since you have started selling, it can go with the one you have stolen. Then for the organ, as he told you that sometimes, you go to the village and you bring somebody after the end of the season. Then the man may be a brutal person or maybe the business is not moving anymore. Then they will buy one way or the other and send the boy away without giving anything. That is wrong. It's totally wrong. But if you want to judge this thing, what the Umu boy is doing here is worse than what the orgasm are doing.
All right, Frank. Let me talk to Dominic, who's also in Ojo. Hello, Dominic.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. What do you think about the apprenticeship system?
Actually, that thing happened with my brother.
Okay.
I'm from Plateau State.
Okay.
So this man, we are in school in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, we got an admission, but due to financial issue, we decided to say, okay, someone should try and learn something.
Mm.
So there is one Igbo man came in our local government trying to do little business. So
Mm.
it took him for 6 years. So after 5 years and the 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
the man is doing well. The business was well, very well, and the man is not actually living in the area.
Okay.
So when we reached to settlement, this man just came in and been talking that. So he did an account,
Mm.
and the money is not in proper.
Okay.
So actually, for the process of it, before we know, this man started been turning the issue up and down. They took the issue to police so that they should take it to court. Before we know, the man will just go back to east. So actually, they think have to involve some people that did an agreement with.
Mm.
So at the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
the man have to within a day
Mm-hmm.
over a night before they put this in the case
Mm-hmm.
within like a 2 week before they notice something. This man have packed out within one night.
Wow.
Up to today, this my brother. We are even living presently around in Lagos. He's trying to find another thing different
To
to
do.
do.
Oh no. Oh,
So
no.
that is what I'm looking at the business. So some people, the business favor them, but some people does not favor them.
At all. Dominic, thank you very much for calling. Uzawulu Paulinus on Twitter says, Sandra, I'm suffering here today because of apprenticeship. My boss is diabolical and at the same time occultic. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm in a very deep mess. Uzawulu, thank you for your message. Alaba is in Ojo. Alaba, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Alaba Alakwe and Mushi from Sabo Neba in Ojo local government.
Good to have you on the show. What do you think about
Yeah.
apprenticeship system?
You know, last week when we discussed this particular topic, I made mention and I suggested that the NLC should have interest in this.
Yes, that was you.
particular decision.
Yes.
Yeah, I was the one that suggested it. I think it would be very, very good to have interest in it so that everybody can be served equal. The right of Oga will be given to him, as well the right of the one boy to be given to him. But I want to say this. You know, I'm a Yoruba from Lagos.
Okay.
I want to advise this afternoon. This particular system that is being operated by the Igbos, they should please maintain it. This thing is helping the Igbos, especially to avert poverty among them. It's helping the Igbo. Yes, yeah, I'm a Yoruba, and I'm advising the Igbo they should not rubbish it.
Okay.
It's a very fantastic
System.
and good idea
Okay.
that is making people out of poverty.
Okay.
Both the Wa boy and the Oga, the family, they should look for something, how this thing will be maintained, so that the system will continue going, so that we, the Yoruba and Hausa, we emulate them. It's a fantastic. I do tell people that not all Igbo that do ritualists, it's because of they help themselves. That is why the poverty is not deep in them. So that is my submission this evening. Good evening.
Alaba, good evening. Uzoma is on the line. Uzoma, good to have you on the show. Uzoma is in Amo Odofin. Welcome.
Yeah, Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Uzoma. What does apprenticeship get right? What does it get wrong?
Like me, if I tell you what I passed through during my apprenticeship,
Please
even
tell me.
till now,
Please tell me. Tell me.
do you know after serving my Oga for 7 years, he used 200,000 to start my business for me. After 6 years, I made over 2 point something million naira. Towards that time, I think he started having setback. This man refused to settle me. And at the time, allegedly saying that goods are missing. Okay? We checked stock, nothing was missing. His friend told him that since I refused to, we checked money was complete, everything is complete. This man, him and his friend took me to Babalawo house, somewhere around the Kokomaiko. The man is a Ghana man. Do you know that this Babalawo Ghana man dig the hole, put a rope on my neck with a tortoise into the ground and buried it, that I should confess where I keep money. I said, sir, I didn't keep any money. This is the amount I've made for you. That, okay, is it because it's time for me? After that, he took me to his brother's house in Festac. I was locked in a car park for 2 weeks without them not informing me. Without them not informing my parents that look at what is going on. It took by the grace of God that I escaped from that car park after 2 weeks, because I was hearing when his friends came to the house, was not telling that they would take me to whereby I would go and I'll be barking like a dog. By the grace of God, I think the houseboy now made a mistake forgetting to lock the car park. And from there, I escaped to my family house. Till today, the man refused to settle me, and I don't even know if it is that diabolic something that is worrying me or disturbing me till now as I still speak to you. Even as I speak to you now, even at the time, a friend was trying to introduce me into digesting drugs to traveling out, but I'm just thinking if I should or not. That's just what in my life, I will never advise anybody to go for apprenticeship. If you know, it's just why I went there for, because we are not rich. I'm brilliant at the time I was in primary school, but after my secondary school, my parents put me into the apprenticeship hand. They told me that I'm going for holiday. But because of we don't have the means for school, that was why I entered the apprenticeship. And things, as I speak to you, even at times I will be just thinking, let me just one day and do something strong to that man to pay him back.
Uzoma.
But I think I'll just calm down. This thing has been bothering me in my heart. Even if I'm sleeping, I'll be seeing this man in my... I don't know. This is an open confession I'm telling you. And if I try any means in making money, and if I didn't succeed it, I know I will come back for that man. For him, uselessing himself or and his children, thinking it is me, man.
Uzoma, thank you for sharing your story with me, and I'm terribly sorry that you experienced what you did. And I don't know if you will listen to me. I don't know if I mean anything to you, but I will beg that you please hang in there. I will beg that you please don't face crime. I will beg that you please not swallow any drugs, because there are so many risks associated with that. And
I do see my mates that will do apprenticeship. They're all doing well. People build houses in Festac, my mates, but I'm ashamed to go and be meeting them and everything, because it's somehow. But they know what actually happened to me. But you know, when you are not up to a certain level of friends, people will start looking at you like you are nobody.
Uzoma, let me tell you, your time will come. What are you doing these days? What are you trying these days to do?
I won't lie, I'm not doing anything. What I just do is I take goods from Lagos to sometimes to Abuja, to Takot, Warri. Is this how I'll keep doing till when? And now people don't take goods again. Now they could just call direct to.
Oh no, that connection dropped out. Uzoma, I'm so sorry. Please call me back. I honestly do not know what to say other than hang in there. Your time will come. That's the thing about life. It's in seasons, right? We're all running this race. And for some people, they will get there before you do, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get there. And in the meantime, you shouldn't set yourself up to fail. Because that's what swallowing drugs to traffic will do. Because the drugs, I'm sure you know all the risks, you know all the dangers. So I'm not going to preach at you. I'm just going to tell you to persevere. I'm just going to tell you to hang in there. That's all you can do, really. Hang in there. Keep working hard. Hang in there. It will happen for you. And you'll remember this conversation that we've had today. It's 24 minutes past 5. Dambaba is in Yaba. I don't know if he's still on the line. Are you still there, Dambaba? No, of course not. Dambaba, thank you very much for calling. But you see, Lagos, this issue is such a huge one. And you have to ask how these things are able to continue to happen. These allegations of employers maltreating their apprentices, different strategies to avoid settlement. How are employers able to get away with it? Because there's no formal contract. Nobody signed anything. Even if they did sign something, can the apprentice go to court? Does the apprentice have the money, have the education, have other resources to retain a lawyer and press his claims in court? Remember, more often than not, their families are also poor, so they don't have anybody who can take up their case for them. So there's always this big danger that the apprentice will be taken advantage of. There are so many stories of men who spent their teens and their early 20s serving someone and getting sent away with nothing. 6 years, 7 years. So the question now becomes, how do we prevent this from happening? How do we, as a society, protect apprentices? The way the current system is supposed to work, shame should stop the employer from cheating or abusing the apprentice. The employer got the apprentice from a family. There are relationships, there are linkages, there are referrals. So the idea is, if the employer does the wrong thing or cheats the apprentice or refuses to settle the apprentice, his story go reach house. He go face social sanction. Other people will not allow their sons go and serve him. But this doesn't work anymore. Those social sanctions, are they still working? Or are businessmen able to just move from community to community, network to network, and get apprentices who either did not know their track record or feel they have a choice? We have a break coming up, but these are questions I want us to answer after the break, Lagos. Don't go away.
At Access Bank, we understand the value of timely service, sustainable solutions, and customer satisfaction. That's why we're investing in newer technologies, committed and driven teams to deliver the ultimate customer experience. In life, when you focus solely on your strengths, you almost have perfection in the bag. But if you bank with Access, you deserve more than almost perfect. That's why we're listening more and learning better ways to serve you, because you deserve more. Access, more than banking.
Charles!
Yes,
99 Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using 1 to soak the whites and using 1 to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them, but they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
Life is for the living, so be careful what you're giving. Wash your hands and keep your distance. Give life a fighting chance. Wear your nose mask on your faces. Stay away from crowded places. Keep your surroundings clean. Maintain good hygiene. Keeping hands from touching faces. For our loved ones, friends and family. Stay alert and stay alive. Join the fight to save the world so we stay alive. This message is from the University of Lagos Center for Housing and Sustainable Development, sponsored by the Arts and Humanities Research Council.
Hey Ali, how are you?
I'm tired, Shadi. My bank is bashing my head with charges.
Have I not shown you how to break free from sufferhead banking?
Is it that kudos something?
Kuda, Ali. It's Kuda.
That one, Kuda. Are they even safe?
Hey, wait till I start. They don't charge me account or card maintenance fees.
My bank has even charged for a debit card I don't have.
My Kuda card was free and delivered to my house free. I have never paid a naira for owning this card.
What about transfers?
Kuda will give you 25 free transfers to other banks every single month for the rest of your life.
You're right, Sha. Shadi. Is your hotspot on?
Better use your own data.
Shadi.
Kuda Microfinance Bank gives you an account with free transfers, a free card, and 0 ridiculous fees. Break free now. Get Kuda on Google Play or the App Store now and open a full bank account in a few minutes. Kuda, the bank of the free.
See one as a short cap guy, we sabi all the shortcuts with this town. All my female fans, they know they let me rest. Now before to pick this kind call, my chest go dey cut. Before I go call Clara Bossy, call Hawa Stella. You don't see confusion. Now make me put what they call MTN who they call on top my phone. I beg, make I pick my short customer call. Hey. The one and only Miss Agbumara. Where they carry you go this time?
To sabi who they call, even when you no get data, turn up Kulele Mind with MTN who they call. Now 5 naira per day and 50 naira per month. That's a 5058 hash. Make you enjoy.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Are you a resident in Lagos? Do you own a business or are you unemployed? Learn how to access and manage resources for your business. Listen to The Portal, on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Saturday from 11 a.m. as we discuss employability, funding, business management, working business strategies, and so on. You will learn from business experts, captains of the industry, and young entrepreneurs. The Portal every Saturday from 11 a.m. Brought to you by 99.3 Nigeria Info in partnership with the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them, but they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of Hypo Bleach.
Life is great, Frankie, but it's really hectic, man. Right from when I leave for office in the morning to the long hours I spend at work and then the traffic snails while coming back home leaves me feeling tired and stressed all the time.
Guy, I can totally relate to that. I've found a solution. Revital. Revital combines the power of Panax ginseng, 11 vitamins and 9 minerals, and is clinically proven to fight tiredness and stress. Revital, physically active, mentally alert. A quality product from Rambaxay, a Sun Pharma company.
Do you have shares you cannot find or dividends you cannot trace? Worry not. We've got good news for you. ISF. Integrated Shares Finder. Designed by Integrated Trust and Investment Limited. Approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. ISF will help you locate, recover, and manage your missing shares and dividends. To register for ISF, please call 090-150-25992 or 070-3041-6997 or visit our website www.integratedtrustng.com or visit our head office at Integrated Trust House, number 61, Marina, Lagos, or our office at Ibadan and Abuja. ISF, the sure way to recover your missing shares and dividends.
Whenever you want to get married to a single mother or a divorcee, always get the agreement to adopt the kid before you start spending your money on them.
The thing is, I lost a job several years ago because I went late to the interview.
In a world filled with diverse opinions and unconscious biases, leaving room for a number of unanswered questions that no one necessarily dares to ask. Join Nata on the Round Table. Every Sunday, 10 to 11 a.m. as she finds the answers to these questions. She's talking the who, the when, the where, the why, and how it all came about, hoping to come to a consensus at the end of every discuss. See you at the Round Table.
Before now, getting a good HMO that works perfectly for my staff was a lot of hassle. Many HMOs come with cumbersome registration. It gets worse when my staff come back to complain about the terrible service they get from these HMOs. I decided to give Reliance HMO a try based on glowing recommendations I received from my HR colleagues, and I was not disappointed. I was able to register all 100 staff in 5 minutes. I have access to a 24-hour responsive helpline and an account manager that helps me with any issue. My staff raves about the premium service they receive from Reliance HMO. They especially love the access to gym, spa, dental care, and the hospital roaming. I no longer worry myself about issues concerning HMO. Reliance HMO does that for me. I will recommend them any day.
Visit reliancehmo.com/corporate or call 0700-7354-2623 to get a quote for your company and start enjoying reliable healthcare today. Reliance HMO. You can rely on us.
Hey guys, this is your boy Pato Rankin, aka What Best. As World Remit's brand ambassador, I'm here to tell you about receiving money from your fam and friends abroad.
I just can't wait for you to bring your body.
You can now receive money in US dollars into your bank account or as a cash pickup. How good is that? Remember, World Remit is the better way to send and receive money. Let's go. Where is it?
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go Someone bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them, but they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
Are you a resident in Lagos? Do you own a business or are you unemployed? Learn how to access and manage resources for your business. Listen to The Portal, on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Saturday from 11 a.m. as we discuss employability, funding, business management, working business strategies, and so on. You will learn from business experts, captains of the industry, and young entrepreneurs. The Portal every Saturday from 11 a.m. Brought to you by 99.3 Nigeria Info in partnership with the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
This life, now for those we gallant, where they fire on, even as things be. Not be by who first start the waka, but now which person finish am. So no matter as it take be, fire on with Super Commando Energy Drink.
Commando Energy Drink.
You self, now Super Commando you be. Take Super Commando Energy Drink, make you fire on.
Fire on with Super Commando Energy Drink. Confirm energy drink. We go make you day can't pay any day, anytime. Super Commando Energy Drink PET bottle na 100 naira only. It there for can for 150 naira. And it there available for glass bottle at 50 naira only. Super Commando Energy Drink. Fire on.
Time for Conversations is a 90-minute interactive magazine show augmented by special guest interviews. We'll be exploring the socio-political and the social-cultural issues in Nigeria whilst weaving you through the lunchtime traffic of Lagos. Join me, Eriti Bakari Yusuf, every Friday
1 to 2:30 p.m.
on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM, your number one station for talk. Now let's talk.
I am Simone Cipriani.
And I'm Claire Press.
You are listening to the Ethical Fashion Podcast.
Get ready for another season of the EFI podcast series.
Change starts at the grassroots level from the collective efforts of people.
Premiering this Friday. And with Africa at its heart, this 12-episode series will explore topics relevant today more than ever.
The systems that we live in are operating with 100% efficiency to how
through the voice of African creatives and leaders. Hosted by Simone Cipriani and Claire Press, the series explores issues driving the conversation around ethical fashion. The discussions featuring African leaders and creatives range from female power and wildlife conservation to African entrepreneurship. Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Every Wednesday, we bring you the business show for you. If you earn a living, you probably own a business, work for one, or want to start one. Business is central to your life. But do most business shows really speak to you?
Today on the show, the billion-dollar valuation of
Balogun and Broad does. Let's talk about the stock market and Alaba market. Let's talk about share IPOs and diesel supply LPOs. Let's talk about Broad Street.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange recorded an all-time high of...
And Balogun Street.
The maximum I will spend on TOs on Tro was 4,000.
On Balogun and Broad, Wednesdays at 5. And on this show, we talk about your issues in the news affecting businesses of all sizes. And that's why today we are in Balogun discussing the apprenticeship system. Is it being abused? And from the stories we've heard today, it is being abused. And it is being abused on both sides. You've heard of the masters who have talked about their apprentices robbing them blind. And you've heard of the apprentices who have spoken about the abuse, the maltreatments that they receive at the hands of their masters. What do we do to protect the rights of everybody involved? Who should be responsible for protecting the rights of both the apprentice and the master? Is it the government? Is it the market unions? Is it somebody else? What do you think about this apprenticeship system? What do you think it gets right? What do you think it gets wrong? Have you had any experience with the apprentice system, either as an apprentice or as an employer? Have you seen it in action, up close? What do you think about it? 0700-993-993-993. Our number for women, 01-465-7190. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this is Alex speaking.
Welcome, Alex. Turn your radio off.
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
I want to ask you something, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
The elections are coming.
Right.
I'm happy that most of the people calling are young people.
Mm-hmm.
If your legislator came to campaign in your area and he said to you, I will sponsor a bill that will protect your interest as an apprentice, will they vote for him?
That's
you
a
see
good
this thing
question.
you are saying? It's a it's something that the legislators should actually work on.
That's right.
I mean, the politicians should work on. Under normal circumstances, you should campaign with it and promote that kind of a bill, right?
Okay.
But we the young people, will be asking them for money, that they should give us money now. Don't you see? That's why it looks like our legislators are always idle. There is a lot of work to do as far as legislation is concerned. But when they come and
Oh, no. What happened?
we don't answer them, you'll be expecting them to pay you money on the election day, and then you go back home and be crying. I felt sorry for Uzoma, the guy that called, But there should be laws. Do you know that in better functioning countries, I don't want to say developed countries, do you know that in countries that are functioning better, it's not the prerogative of the owner of the bus, commercial bus, to determine how many seats, how many passengers he will carry, or the NURTW. It's not. Those things, simple things like that are legislated upon. You cannot cramp people in a bus. One small bus will carry like 50 passengers. Those things are legislated upon, and they're serious things. But we were looking for money from politicians. This is a typical issue that the politicians should deal with.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for calling, Alex. I appreciate it. She does make a point. These are the things that your House of Assembly representatives should be talking about. These are the things that your House of Reps members should be talking about. Your senators, these are the kinds of things they should be talking about. Are they the ones who need to solve this problem? Is the solution to the abuse that happens in the apprenticeship system in their hands? Emmanuel, hello. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, Sandra, good evening.
Good evening. What do you think of the apprenticeship system?
Well, Sandra, is something that we don't really know what to do, but we believe that with God on our side, there will be a lasting solution for concerning what is going on all around the nation federation. In this case, I really felt for that young man that just called that said a master took him to so many places for just to verify, to find out if indeed he stole that money or whatever. But the truth is that he should have it in mind that God is not a slave. The Bible says that whatsoever a man sow, he will reap. But the truth is that I'm just having pity for his children, because what he's doing for other people's children, one day he's going to retaliate. He's going to bounce back on his children, because he's not aware that what he's doing now is a seed that he's sowing, that he's not going to be alive to reap it. Either he's going to be alive, or his children will be the one that will reap what he's sowing.
Can I be honest with you, Emmanuel? Can I be honest with you?
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate. If that were accurate, the leaders who have gotten Nigeria to where it is today, their children will not be doing well in their different spheres.
Yes.
So that tells you that the justice we want is today.
Yes.
No be God, no be karma. If karma were real, Nigerian leaders will not continue to allegedly live the way they do. So I want us to take away from our psyche that belief that karma.
Yes. It's not a thing that happened immediately. But the truth is that if you look at some of these our leaders that have embezzled Nigerian money, if you can verify and deep. What are their children doing?
What happened to Abacha's children? Where are Abacha's children?
Can you ask what position are they today?
They are rich. They're rich. That's a good position to be.
Apart from the richness, what are they doing for the society? They are just free-frag, spending money, other manner of things.
Do you think Uzoma will not want money that he can spend up and down?
But the money will not end them in there. But that is by the way anyway. You see, the truth is that in concern this board buffet, whatever the topic for on ground now, it's a thing that I've witnessed. Although I have a friend who is selling what they call electronics. He started by selling bulbs and all that. Okay. We do go there to encourage him, pray with him. At the end of the day, he grew to an extent that where he's selling plasma TV generator and all manner of things. Now he has boys. I know of his 1 or 2 boys who worked with him 7, 6 years. At the time he wants to settle them, he will just tack one thing on them that this boy stole this body, and the body don't do anything. At the end of the day, he will just send them away without paying cover, without settling them. Even when the boy will go and borrow money or talk to the aunties or family, they will raise money for him. To start business, the man will say his money is stolen and all that. You start giving them all manner of names. They are all over.
So how do we protect them? Don't tell me God.
Let government comes in, or let the what they call it, the union in that market region. Let them be the one that will be monitoring all these things. Anybody that is selling spare parts in any organization like Alaba Market now, let them know your gas, and anybody that's coming to serve them as an apprenticeship or whatever. Let them have an agreement with these people and let the union be monitoring these boys and also be monitoring yoga. So if anything happens, let the man report the matter to the union. So let them verify. If it is true, then they will know how to sanction that boy. But if it's not, so they will, after a settlement, they will know how to tell yoga, settle this boy.
All right, Emmanuel, thank you very much for calling. Afolabi Nagega, are you still there? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. Quick one. I showed for that man. That man I called earlier to narrate his story. I felt too much for that man.
Yeah.
But let's be sincere. In this country we live in, permissions will tell you that the apprentice system has created more millionaires than the educational system. If you agree with me.
Okay.
Now, it has a good side, but then it has the bad side too. And those are some of the atrocities committed by the bosses. And as you see all these guys walking in the traffic, selling gala, selling all those, you know what I'm saying? All those guys selling in traffic. Most of them are as a result of this kind of situation. They are being duped by their boss. They are being used, and when the time comes for the boss to say to them.
So we know the issues. Now, how do we protect them?
Now, how do you protect it? We need law. You see, when we talk about laws sometimes, we just say the government. Let's leave the government. And sometimes we say, God will do something. God has given his own laws. Let's do our own. The government is there. This thing does not really concern the government. We are looking at it.
Okay.
Why instead of this, their parents to be concerned about the life of their children in the city, they are more concerned about burial, like we said yesterday. They are more concerned about irrelevant things. Let there be laws. Anybody that is bringing a child or an apprentice in Lagos for the workmanship, there should be a solid agreement. There should be a solid agreement. They should try, maybe from the eastern part to, if you are bringing the boys to Lagos from the east, there should be an agreement before you take the boys.
But who will enforce the agreement? Because the masters are often rich, and these boys often come from poor homes. So who will enforce it?
Yeah, it is the parents and the guardian of the children.
But the parents and the guardians are often poor. And you know how the poor, it's difficult for the poor here in this country to get justice.
It's different to the poor, it's different to the literate. You can be poor and be literate. You know what you are doing. Those people don't know what they are doing. Their parents don't know what they are doing. Some of them don't even know what their children are facing in the city. They just expect them to come home in December and lavish money during Christmas. Then come back to Lagos in January and start to hustle.
Okay.
So it's not actually they are poor this thing. It's actually that they don't know the right thing to do.
Afolabi, thank you very much for calling. We have time for a final call from Innocent. Innocent, how are you? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. Thank you for calling. Good evening.
All right. Anyway, I served my master, and today people are serving me.
Okay.
And I know much about this issue.
System, fantastic.
The case is in two different ways.
Okay.
The masters have their own problems.
Mm-hmm.
The one boy, as they call, has their own problem
as well. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So two of them balance. You cannot take this one and say the one boys are too stupid or the masters are too rugged. Now, what happened is this: some masters, they are known as people within the line who doesn't settle their one boys. So whenever they go to the village and bring one boys, then people will tell the one boys, people will spoil their mind. Do you know that this person here, this one running there, doing all that here within that market? About 3 or 4 of them serve this yoga. I don't think your own case will be different. So when that one boy continue to hear such thing and begin to see those boys within that environment, he will do one thing. They will start hiding things. They will start stealing.
Okay.
And the orgas is like husband and wife. When you bring someone's child into your own home, the man or the family gave you that child to train, not only in the market, because that child is supposed to come back with respect in the family again. Now, when that child comes to your home for business and other things, it's your own responsibility to train that child. One, when you take that child to the market, if your market, you know that your goods have started growing, you employ other people who that child will work under. Maybe those that you'll be taking your stock maybe monthly or 3 months or 6 months. Okay. But what they do is they take their stock mostly in yearly basis. They will now go and count their goods. This one is complete, this one isn't complete. Even the one boy cannot even give account of. So they will say is one boy is responsible. Even the one they take the organs sold without even the one boy's consent. They will say is one boy. Then one boy will now have to say because he doesn't have anything. These are the two different things that we are suffering here. And nobody, only the family of the one boy and the organ has the agreement. The government is not involved. The union in the market is not involved.
Do you think that union and government needs to get involved? Are the Nwa boys in their own union? Have they formed their own union? Do you think that may help?
There's no union of Nwa boy.
Should there be a union of Nwa boy?
Don't let people. There's nothing like union of Nwa boy.
There's nothing like right now. But do you think there should be one? Could it help?
No, it can't. It can't be. The only thing is this: one, if the family, maybe the parents of the child and the organ, we have an agreement that my child will stay with you within so time to so time. Maybe 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, or 7 years. Within this period, we will settle him. There's no amount. You see, that's why it's always verbal. There is no amount that when this boy stays with you so time, you give him so amount. There is no amount attached to it. The man will give him anything he likes. Then, the other, why we come up is this. If maybe the boy steals something under his master, or the master, maybe in some way, put an allegation that this boy stole something while he did not, or he eventually stole, then the union will now come in. Maybe the parents will report to the union, or the one boy will report to the union, or the masters should report anything to any case between the one boy and the guys to the union before taking it to the station. This is the only thing that can settle. Like this one of a trade fair now. The case was reported to the union, the Aspanda union. And as Aspanda was treating it, the organ was like, these people are not taking it serious as they wanted it to be. He now take it from that union to the police. And that's why people burn down his shop and to spoil some goods. And that is the only reason.
Innocent, you know what? I want to have this conversation again, and I would like you to be my resource person because you are an expert in this field as somebody that has been Nwa Boy and somebody that is now an employer of Nwa Boy. So please stay on the line. Let me get your number, okay? And then I will call you and we'll plan a day and then you will join me on the show and we'll talk about it for longer. Is that okay? Okay. All right, then. Thank you very much, Innocent. I really appreciate it.
Achieving your financial goal. Simply dial 0805-510-0010. You can also send us an email via info@creditville.ng or log on to www.creditville.ng. Creditville, financing you for a good life.
Now, of course, Lagos, this is the time where I give you some money. But like I said to Innocent, this is a conversation that we will have again. Just like the conversation we had about childcare. I know there's never enough time on Hard Facts, is there? It's because the show is so good. So all the advertisers want to be here. You should advertise here too. Huh? Okay. Let me give you a chance to win 10,000 naira on the show today. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. If you just tuned in, this is Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's give you 10K. Huh? 01465 7190 and 0700 993 993 993. Hello, thank you for calling. Sorry about that. Hello, thank you for calling.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Oki Atobatele.
Do you want to play just a minute?
Yes, I want to play.
All right, then your time starts now.
This is Just a Minute.
Which LGA has vaccinated the most Lagosians?
Ethiopia.
Danladi Umar is the chairman of what body?
CCT.
The press statement from Omar's office referred to people who allegedly attacked his car as what boys?
Skip.
Which companies lost 11.8 million subscribers in the last? Garba Shehu said that President Buhari is not what type of tourist?
Medical tourism.
What do you call someone who serves as a shopkeeper? All right, so you answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're not done yet. Hold on. Name one of the 3 areas where Lagos is launching a new development plan.
Ethiopia.
No. Who is the governor of Kogi State?
Yaya Bello.
That's correct. What did Kogi State finally agree to collect after 3 weeks?
COVID-19 vaccine.
That's correct as well. All right, so you answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. All right, congratulations. You are our winner on the show today. Well done. Yay. All right, Lagos, that's all the time we have on the show today. I will bring you more tomorrow, Thursday. In the meantime, I'm Sandra Ezekwesili on social media. Let's talk there.
Do you need to meet up your goals for the year? Then here's the good news. Goals are easily achieved by choosing Creditville as a reliable credit assistance. Creditville is accessible and reliable at all times. With Creditville, interest rates are affordable, repayment plan is flexible, disbursement is processed within 24 hours. These and many more are the reasons why you should choose Creditville as your accessible and reliable financial partner. For more information, log on to www.creditville.ng. You can also send us an email via info@creditville.ng and you can give us a call on 080-5510-0010. Creditville. Loans. Investment. Leasing.
Are you a salary earner and experiencing salary delays? In need of school fees, loan, or house rent? Does your business need expansion and you've got no money? Do you need a car or equipment for personal or business use? Worry no more. With Creditville Auto Lease and flexible loan products, you are just a call away from achieving your financial goal. Simply dial
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.